Again, I know you're illiterate like Muhammad. Listen to me. Is the topic Paul or is it Allah? Your God, Allah is Satan, the father of Muhammad, according to the Old Testament. Because you went to the Old Testament, right?
Yeah.
Okay. According to your Quran, listen. Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5, verse 18. Says the Jews and the Christians are not the sons of Allah. That's number one. Chapter 19 of the Quran, Surah Al-Maryam, verses 88 to 93. It says that you are a slave and Allah is your Lord. No more, no less. In Deuteronomy 32, verse 6, this is the Old Testament that you're appealing to. And then in Exodus 4:22, God...
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask you about, like, Paul. He goes against the Old Testament.
No, hold on, my friend. Listen. Oh, don't let me embarrass you. Is the topic Paul or is it about Allah, your God?
It's about Christianity.
No, it's not. It's let me repeat it again. I know you're illiterate like Muhammad. Listen to me. Is the topic Paul or is it Allah, your God?
It's about Allah.
Okay, so why are you trying to change the subject like a coward to Paul who buries Muhammad under his feet? Why don't you stick to the topic? You went to the Old Testament, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to show your God, Allah, is Satan, the father of Muhammad, according to the Old Testament. Because you went to the Old Testament, right?
Yeah.
Okay, according to your Quran, listen. Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5, verse 18. Says the Jews and the Christians are not the sons of Allah. That's number one. Chapter 19 of the Quran, Surah Al-Maryam, verses 88 to 93, it says that you are a slave and Allah is your Lord, no more, no less. The Old Testament that you're referring to, in Deuteronomy 14, verse 1, it says the Israelites, Bani Israel, are the sons of God. In Deuteronomy 32, verse 6, this is the Old Testament that you're appealing to. It says, the God of Moses gave birth, begot the Israelites to be his sons and daughters. And then in Exodus 4:22, God says, Israel's my firstborn son. Your Allah in the Quran says, no one is his son. The Jews are not his sons. But the Old Testament says, Israel is the son of God. God gave birth to the Israelites to be his sons and daughters. That means the Old Testament shows that your God, Allah, is a fake.
Well, what I would say is the Old Testament is because the Old Testament brought up confusion. That's why you say,
wait, hold on.
The child of
God. Egon, hold on.
Jesus is the son
Egon,
of God.
listen.
So what does that mean?
Listen.
Yeah.
Didn't you just say Paul contradicts the Old Testament? And now you just said the Old Testament brings up confusion because it shows that Muhammad is the son of the devil?
So how is Jesus the son? Like, what does it mean?
Don't change the subject. Answer the question. And by the way,
Israelites are the son of
Egon,
God.
don't change the subject. Do you agree the Israelites are the sons of God, which your Quran says they are not?
That was a statement. That was like a...
Do you accept it?
The word sons...
Do you... You're not answering me. Do you accept it?
Yeah. The Quran
contradicts, say it. The Quran contradicts it. You agree then the Quran contradicts the Old Testament, right?
It took away the term sons because the sons can be used.
So what was your problem with Paul? Because you said Paul goes against the Old Testament and you just admit the Quran goes against the Old Testament. So what's your problem?
Well, Jesus in the Bible said, I'm not here to change anything in the Old Testament.
And you know that you just proved the Quran is a lie, right? You just again proved your Quran is a lie, because in chapter 3 of the Quran, verse 50, Surah Al-Imran, it says that Jesus confirmed the Torah and made lawful, halal, what was haram. So if you're saying my Bible says Jesus didn't change the Torah, then your prophet Muhammad is a liar, because your prophet said Jesus came and changed many things because he made many things lawful that was haram. So you're saying the Quran is a lie and your prophet is a liar?
I'm not here to...
No, you are here. No, you're here to defend Allah.
Islam doesn't make Christianity the true religion.
You are here to defend Allah. Do you agree now Muhammad is a lying son of Satan because he said Jesus came to change things that were forbidden, but you just said my Bible said Jesus didn't change anything. So was Muhammad a liar? Was he lying?
He wasn't lying, no.
So then why are you quoting my Bible, which contradicts the Quran, showing that Muhammad is a liar? Why are you quoting it?
I'm just saying, don't you get...
you're saying nothing.
Dissidents following this Bible?
No, you're saying nothing because you don't know my Bible. You don't even know your Quran. But I'm going to give you a final example from the Old Testament. Final one, then I'm going to have to send you on your merry way. In Deuteronomy 24, verses 1 to 4, it says, if a man divorces a woman and she marries someone else, and that second husband dies or divorces her, the first husband cannot take her back. He cannot marry her again because this is something disgusting to God. But in your Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 230, it says when a man divorces a woman, he cannot take her back until she marries another man and he divorces her. That's why in Islam, that man is called muhallal, the one who makes the woman lawful to go back to her husband. So Deuteronomy says, this is disgusting, this is filthy, this is wicked, what your God Allah said a man can do. So now do you again say Muhammad is disgusting and your God Allah is disgusting for doing something that the Old Testament says is disgusting to do?
He doesn't. No, Islam is more like Judaism than Christianity.
I just gave you Judaism, Old Testament. You're not listening again. Old Testament, God said, if a man divorces a woman, she marries, and that second husband divorces her or dies, she can't go back to the first husband. But your Allah said in chapter 2 of the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah 2:230, it says that if I divorce a woman, I can't take her back until she marries someone, and that someone sleeps with her and divorces her. So the Quran says that the only way I can take my wife back if she marries and divorces, and the God of Moses, the Old Testament Judaism says that's disgusting. So it says your God is disgusting and Muhammad is disgusting. So do you agree Muhammad is disgusting? He's the son of the devil.
No, that's...
So then stop using my Old Testament. Bye-bye.